Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. And welcome to Turning Your Passion into Profit Morning Show. How's everybody doing today? I hope you're having a fantastic day, wherever you may be around this globe. You know, y'all, it certainly is a beautiful morning. It's a beautiful morning to get those things done. Whatever you have purpose in your heart to do, today is the perfect day to get those things done. No matter if it's writing that book, or starting that business, or taking your business or your book to the next level, whatever it may be, today is the perfect day to get those things done. It's such a awesome time. It's springtime. The weather is perfect. The sunshine is shining brightly, but most importantly, you supposed to shine. Ladies, let me tell you, this is your time to shine. This is your time of brilliance. This is your time to display what you have on the inside onto the world stage, y'all. Because all of those gems, all of those treasures, all of that stuff that you have inside of you, let me tell you, it's your time. I know a lot of times people say, well, I like to be in the back. I just, don't like to be out front. But let me tell you something. You're not made to blend in. You're made to stand out. You're made to stand out because there's so much knowledge that's inside of you. There's so much greatness that's inside of you, and this is the time to, explore, truly sit back and explore who you are and what you have to offer on the world, on the world stage. On the world stage. Because, this is truly a time for greatness. And it's your time to shine. And I know Tiffany's back over here. She hasn't come on yet. But let me tell you, this is a perfect opportunity to come forth and display what you have on the inside of you. Those treasures, those gems, those gifts, those talents, and those abilities. And today we're going to be talking about preparing to reach your goals. Yeah. Preparing to reach your goals. Let me get Tiffany to chime in while I get a sip of water.
Because she's excited. Come on and drink your water while I'm here. Go on and just using me. Now I'm playing with you. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. It's so good to see you. Or I shouldn't say see you. It's so good to be seen and not viewed. It is going to be wonderful for us to see your comments. How about that? I tried to fix it. Nevertheless, so good morning. I am Tiffany Rochelle, the People's Cheerleader. And it is a beautiful day to be here. And I'm super excited for us to be able to talk about this. This is a beautiful subject, preparing to reach your goals. I think it is super phenomenal. And I'm super excited just to go ahead and to tackle that. And so that's a part of something that I love is for people achieving their goals and to reach, who they want to be and to do what's destined for them. So this is about to be a super dope topic, super dope I think it's about to be a good show, period. So chime in with us on the comment section. I know Ms. Gertrude's going to drop some nuggets like she always does because I'm listening to her intro already and she's fired up and she's ready to go. So I'm like, since she's ready to ride, let's ride. It's go time.
Yeah, I've talked so much that I can't even, it's this allergy season. But you know what? We're going on anyway. We're going to press through that. We're going to press through that. But it's a perfect time. So let me first introduce myself. I am Gertrude J. Chapman, and I teach you how to maximize your potential and stop leaving money on the table. Because that's what happens when you try to, hide in the background, when you try to say, well, I always work better in the background, I don't need to be seen. Hey, y'all, come on. Come on, ladies. It's time for you to shine your brilliance because there's so much knowledge inside of you. There's so many treasures and gems inside of you, And yesterday I talked about, distractions and what's hindering you from your productivity. And I know a lot of things may have hindered you, but, you don't have to be hindered anymore. You could just pick up from right where you stop. Pick up right there. Okay, you don't need to go back and rehash or, try to make excuses or anything of that nature. You know, you don't have to answer to anyone. Just pick up right where you stop, or right where, you know, you need to get started, because some of you may not have even started. Because sometimes this is what happens, Tiffany. People have intentions on doing things, and just when they get ready to do things, here comes something that blindsides them. Okay, here comes a storm, here comes this, here comes that, you know. But that's life. But we have to learn how to maneuver through those things. And once we understand when those oppositions comes, when those distractions comes, when those fears come, how to use those things as tools instead of allowing those things to stop you from progressing, it'll be a game changer. Okay, it will be a game changer, because then you'll understand how you could continue walking toward your goal. And you know, this is it's so very important, this topic today: preparing to reach your goals, how goal setting improves performance. And I tell you, I'm a big uh, this is my thing. Okay, I'm a big supporter of this goal setting. I'm not just telling you this to tell you this. This is something that I do each and every day. You know, your goal setting has to be active. It just can't be something where you do one time and you set it and forget it. Okay, now I'm gonna tell you, I have an annual calendar, I have a quarterly calendar, I have a monthly calendar, I have a weekly calendar, I have a daily calendar. And each day I prepare myself, okay? Because that's what it's all about. Because you cannot afford to miss opportunities. Ladies, look, these are great opportunities. Great opportunities are passing each and every day. Each and every day. But sometimes, if you're not in the right place, if you're not in the right position, you won't see these opportunities. These are things that you've been hoping for, you've been wishing for, you've been praying for, and they're right there. And even, you know, believe it or not, even oppositions are great opportunities. A matter of fact, they're the best opportunities. Okay? When things are going crazy, when things are not going as they seem, those are great opportunities.
Sure, learning times. Absolutely.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Great opportunities. But sometimes people don't see because they haven't prepared themselves.
Right.
And, you know, not only physically preparing themselves, but mentally preparing themselves.
Yeah. That's real.
You know, mentally preparing yourself. And that just moves us into the first one, what we're talking about. You know, you have to be prepared. I know, Tiffany, I'm missing some banners today and some what you call, how you call it, some tickers. That's why we don't see the tickers there. I don't know. I don't know, but you know, we going on.
I'll get it taken care of. Let me look at it. I'll check it out.
Yeah. So we don't have our information at the bottom of the screen, but you know what, audience, we're going on. We're going to get you that information, because I woke up this morning, I got on here, I said, oh, we missing our information, but that's all right. But let me tell you, you have to be prepared, okay? Because these things come, opposition, distractions, and whatever. But you have to be prepared. You have to get in a position to receive. There has to be an alignment, okay? Get in position to receive. Receive what you need to move you to the next level, whether it's writing that book, okay? Because you're on a book writing journey. I always tell you, it's more than one book, y'all. You just don't stop at one. And please don't have your book just sitting on a platform. Amazon, Barnes and Noble, or whatever. It's just sitting there out of the millions of books that's on that platform, okay? Because your message is important. Or worse yet, having it sitting in boxes in the corner in the garage, collecting dust and deteriorating, okay? And if you have that business, all right, you have to be prepared. Each and every day, you have to activate this thing. It's not set it and forget it, okay? Get into position to receive each and every day. I'm in position to receive something each and every day. I'm constantly learning new things, new strategies, new things that's going to expand my mindset. And that's something that we all should do. I read every day. I study every day. I prepare myself. I'm just not telling you this. I do it myself. So I know it works. Okay. I'm no different from you. Okay. I'm no better than you. But these are things that happen that will move us into the next level of whatever it is. You have to prepare yourself. And this is the thing also. Walk in the power of the word that you spoke to yourself this morning. You remember how I tell you, get in that mirror and frame your day? Okay? I believe what I say to myself. And you have to believe what you say to yourself. Stop talking down to yourself. Stop talking negative things to yourself. But believe what you say to yourself. Okay? Talk to yourself. Get your body in action. Okay? Your body might not want to get up in the morning. I know my body didn't want to get up this morning. Okay?
My bed got comfortable, so I get it. Mm-hmm.
Girl, no, this is what happened. You see, when I'm talking, I had one of my sons, or both of my sons, their friend was over here, and it was talking. You know, he does music. He's an artist and different things of that nature.
Yeah.
And we were talking, and I got so keyed up. Okay, I got so keyed up. It was hard for me to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Okay. It was hard for me to go to sleep. But, you know, I had to get up this morning and I'm looking, I say, oh Lord, you know, I'm so tired. But I had to talk to myself in the mirror. Okay. And you have to believe what you say. Okay. You have to believe what you say. Sure. And I believe this. What's the scripture? So shall the word that go forth out of my mouth. Okay. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please. Yeah. And it shall prosper in the thing whereto I send it. Okay. So those words, what words I speak to myself, is based on that. Okay. And I know the things I speak to myself will accomplish that which I please. So body, you're going to get in line with what I have to do today. I'm not going to crawl back in bed. I have things to do. Okay. And this is what's going to happen today. And that's the way I talk to myself. Okay. That my body is going to get in line. So these are all a part of preparation, y'all. You have to talk to yourself. Frame your day. Okay. Of course, there may be some things that will try to come to invade your day, but frame your day and you'll see those things. That's why you prepare each and every day, because you will see things, you know, that try to come to invade. Now you know how to handle them. Yeah. They won't take you by surprise. Okay? And that's all a part of preparation. That's all a part of alignment. You know, so whatever it is that you're doing, don't forget to frame your day. Talk to yourself. It's, you know, prepare. Okay? Because prepare to reach your goals. Say, well, this is what I'm going to do today. Okay, it's to reach my goal. This is my plan. You know, write the vision down, make it plain, put that goals down, put the plans to reach those goals, the strategies, and this is what I'm going to do today, each and every day. Okay, this is what I did yesterday. Okay, I'm looking at the results today. Okay, do I need to fix this? Do I need to tweak this? Do I need to drop this? If I'm looking at a week's word of work and this is not working, I need to change some things up, or do I need to drop that and replace it with something else? You know, those things are preparation. Prepare to reach your goal.
Absolutely. But being prepared definitely matters, period. You always want to be prepared for any and everything that you're getting ready to do. Start your day. You know, if you're at work, you need to be prepared for whatever work is getting ready to go on. Even if you're in school, you need to make sure that you're preparing yourself from school. So, you know, for us parents that have kids, we've always had to make sure school time get ready to come around. What do we have to do? The teachers in the school will always send you a list, and you got to make sure that the child is prepared for school. So you got to make sure they got the pencils, they got to get their paper, they got to get all the color crayons, depending upon what grade they're in. They had to be prepared. You got to have a backpack. If we can make sure our children are prepared, or even if we're doing one of those when we're at work, you know, we have to prepare for certain things while we're at work, making sure that if it's an annual meeting, or whatever it is that they're getting ready to do, we always have to make sure that we're prepared for that. Same thing with life. If we can prepare for the kids to go to school, if we could prepare for whatever task it is that we're doing at work, why can't we do that for our life? Get up, like you said, look at yourself in the mirror, command your day. That's something that we definitely have to do. It's imperative that we command our day and we don't allow, even though when we were in the bed, might have had a struggle trying to get out of the bed. We can't allow that temporary moment of not wanting to get out of the bed and that moment of tired that we're feeling to consume us so much that we don't get productive and we don't do what it is that we need to do, because we have something that we're preparing for, which is a better future. There are certain people that we're trying to impact. We can't just allow our tiredness to overwhelm us. We can't allow that just to be in the forefront of our mind. We have to prepare. Like you said, wake up, say what you got to say, speak to the Lord. Command your day, say some affirmations to yourself. Everybody doesn't do that, but that is something that's a good practice for you to do so that you're able to better prepare for your day. When you start speaking to yourself in a specific way, and you start preparing your mind for what's getting ready to come, things just happen a whole heck of a lot differently. Things just change. Your mindset changes when you're prepared. And then when you're preparing yourself to do certain stuff, life just changes. You feel a whole heck of a lot better because you're prepared for that. You're not working on the defense. You're on offense because you know what? I was prepared for that. I knew you were going to ask me that. So here you go. Hey, you know what? This is that. Here you go. You're already prepared. So it behooves you just to take an extra moment, either to wake up a little bit earlier or just to take a moment, stop what you're doing so you can organize to be prepared for that. So you're not on defense mode. You're operating. You already knew that it was coming. Being prepared matters. It's time for us to stop procrastinating. Go ahead and take those moments to prepare for what we need versus being on the defense and trying to get things. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't get that taken care of. Going to take an extra moment. That extra moment is going to be beneficial for you. You're going to appreciate taking that moment versus being on defense.
And that's so true, Tiffany, just what you said, taking that extra moment. And, that happens a lot of times, especially with women, okay, because our audience is mostly women, because they're making sure that everybody else is prepared. Everybody else is good. And what happens? They put themselves on the back burner, okay? And this is the time not to put yourself on the back burner. Prepare yourself. Okay, we're talking about maximizing your potential. We're talking about moving into a wealthy place. Okay, spirit, soul, and body, moving into a wealthy place in your mind. So take that extra time to prepare yourself. Prepare yourself to meet the greatness that's designed for you. Okay, everybody has a purpose. Prepare for that purpose. Whatever you feel that your purpose is, prepare for that. Just like when you on a job, you got up and you prepared to go to that job. So what's the difference when you prepared for a job and you prepared for your purpose? Okay? That job is not more important than your purpose in life. Let me tell you. And especially you women. Stop putting yourself on the back burner. Making sure that everybody else is taken care of, right? That's what happens. And they leave themselves, tired. Okay?
Exhausted, drained. Nobody else.
And then they don't have any time to prepare for themselves. So they just get up out of bed and just throw it together. Okay? No, you have to see yourself better than that. You have to see greatness in yourself. You're not insignificant, okay? You are very essential. You are significant. You have a lot to offer the world, okay? On the world stage.
Absolutely. Okay. You are the essential workers. When the pandemic was happening around, everybody that was working, they were considered the essential workers. Look at yourself as you are that essential worker. Nothing gets done unless you're doing it, but you got to make sure you're securing you to make sure things get done. If you're not making an impact on your life, if you're not getting proper sleep, if you're not preparing for your day, if you're not preparing to take care of yourself, nothing's going to get done. Everybody that's relying on you isn't going to get anything taken care of. You got to rely on you too, to make sure that you're valuable. See your worth. Mm-hmm. Know that you're that essential worker, but be that essential worker for you.
Yeah. Be that essential worker for you. Prepare. You have to be prepared. And that moves us into the next one, because that opportunity is coming, Tiffany. You can't hurry up to get ready. You have to be ready.
Be ready.
Be ready.
And he coming back for a prepared person.
Yeah. Prepared. Always be prepared. Always be aware, right? Always be looking. You remember we talked about was it yesterday or the day before, expectation, okay? Always be expecting.
Yeah.
Expect, and that's another thing. When you get up in the morning and you frame your day, expect something good to happen to you each and every day. Okay? Expect. It's not about a feeling, y'all. It's about expecting. You have to learn how to shift your day. Okay? You have the power to shift your day. Your day does not have to go, come will with May. Okay? You can shift your day. You can shift your way of thinking. You can shift the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah. When we walk into a place, or I'm going to say me, okay? And I know it for you too, Tiffany. When I walk into a place, I know I shift the atmosphere. Right? You shift the atmosphere too, right?
Absolutely.
And each and every one of you in the audience, you are an atmosphere shifter.
You should be. Absolutely. Absolutely. There's absolutely no way that I am going to come in a place, and if it's dry, you're going to know I'm here. Oh, man, I kid you not. It always happens. It never fails. It never fails. Something can be just completely boring and dry, and or it's just they want to get the party started, but it ain't quite going right, or they're mixing and mingling and everybody's kind of scared to say something. So my whole crazy self, I just come, hey, what you here? Oh, you got drug out here too, huh? Like, yeah, I gotta go. What you getting ready to get something to drink on? They got apple juice over there. That tears my stomach up. I don't need that. I'm gonna see if they got some water, but I'll do it intentionally and just being loud, like kind of not disrespectfully loud, but it's just hey, what's going on? So now that kind of warms people up. Now they start to talk, and now the little button. And I'm like, all right, my job's here is done. All right, like SpongeBob, the meme that they got out now. SpongeBob say, all right, I'm gonna head out because I did what I had to do. But even in the process of doing stuff like that, you got to make sure you're taking care of you, because I'm that kind of person.
Yes.
That takes a lot out of me. And that's like, forgive me, but I feel virtue flowing from me. So when that happens, I still have to make sure I do what I do to to take out time for me, because I'm trying to make sure, hey, the party is started. Everybody's mixing and mingling. Hey, what do you know? I need to know you. You need to know me. I need to, hey. And in the process of doing that, the atmosphere now has shifted. But then after that, I know me, I get tired. So what am I going to do with me? That's some essential working that I was doing, but you better make sure I'm prepared. I was prepared for stuff like that. I knew that that's something that could possibly happen, because, hey, certain things, it's hard to mix and mingle with certain things when you're going to networking events. Sometimes it's kind of uncomfortable. I don't know you, so you got to step out. And some people are already uncomfortable. They're stepping out to their comfort zone, out of their comfort zone to go to something comfortable. Now I'm like, who do I know? I don't. All right. Well, here I am. I'm here to save you. Let's talk. Let's have a conversation.
But that is so true. That is so true, And just like you said, and that's when you know your purpose, okay? Because you see, I'm this one. I don't like to see anybody alone sitting by themselves and not mingling. So I'll go over there and I'll start a conversation, And before long, they're telling me all their business, okay? But I know my purpose, okay? I know my purpose.
I'm prepared for it.
Yeah. It's drawing them. Then they'll tell you, I don't know why I'm telling you this. I never said anything, but I know my purpose. I know who I am. Then that's what we're telling you all. You have to know who you are, your purpose. And like you say, you have to prepare yourself. When you know your purpose, you know how to prepare, because it will drain you. Okay. You have to fill yourself back up. Okay. You just can't continue to pour out. You have to be filled up. So that's why it's important to get up in the morning and before you get in the presence of others, you get in the presence of God. You empty out yourself. You be filled for that day. And then you begin speaking to yourself to get yourself in alignment with whatever it is that you have to do that day. Because let me tell you, flesh will kick against it. You know, body does not want to move. Okay.
Don't comply.
Get in line. Okay. And you have to speak to yourself. But and then when we're talking about this, look for the impossible, y'all. Look for the impossible. Those are gems. Okay. Those are gems. Instead of running away from things that you think is impossible, learn to look for them. Because in this, you will create something that will bring an impact. Okay? And when we're talking about the world stage, when we're talking about shifting the mindset, when we're talking about that, think about something that you could do or create that will cause a disruption in the way that people normally think. Change the thinking pattern of people. Okay? And I'm talking about for the good. Where people may have a mediocre mindset or a mediocre way of thinking about something. Create something that will shift, their way of doing things, their way of understanding, where now they can see it clearly. Now where the blinders will come off their eyes. Okay? Where the if you would say, the shackles will come off of their minds, where they have been struggling with so many things for a long time. Now they'll be able to understand it. With all that get an understanding. So, look for the impossible and create from that, because you have that ability inside of you. And you have to believe it. You have to believe in yourself, and you have to know your purpose. You have to, prepare to reach your goals. It's a daily thing, y'all. It's not a set it and forget it. Okay. Right. Writing the vision down, writing those goals out. I look at it every day. Keep it before your eyes. Okay. Because now it becomes alive. Now it becomes active. I even put a video on YouTube. Of course, it's private to me, where I look at it daily. Okay. It's written. There's visuals. I have it written down on paper. But I look at it daily, all throughout the day. It's playing on the computer, on the screen. It's a good thing.
It is.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful thing for you to always keep that thing at the forefront, because it keeps you with your vision always ever present before you. And it always keeps you at that constant reminder of, this is what I need to do. And it keeps you aware. It's, if you're cognizant of what's going on, you're like, oh, you might hear something like, and even in the process, since you said you have that as a video, that if you have that thing playing in the background, and that's like your background music, I love music to be something, or I need some noise. I don't like just being in a quiet space. There are times that I like it, but nevertheless, you hear that and you be like, you know what? I was stagnated on that. Let me go ahead and do that. You're helping yourself not be a procrastinator. You're preparing for those things that are impossible, because those impossible are things that are very difficult to deal with. Those are things that occurs that is just like, I can't do that. Something that you're feeling like you can't achieve. Why can't you achieve it? Or why are we feeling like that thing is that difficult? Is it that difficult? Do you need some help with it? What is it that's causing you to feel like that was an impossible thing? And whatever you felt like was impossible, analyze it and see, is it really impossible? Is this something that you can't conquer? So you're looking for that. I'm gonna go ahead and diagnose what it is. What I felt was impossible, honest moment, was me being able to do these podcast things, me coming before you and being able to go ahead and do these. I felt like that was impossible, and it's something that I couldn't do. And then I analyzed it. I'm like, Tiffany, you already talk anyway. You like people anyway. You're always up in somebody's business anyway. So what I'm feeling is impossible. Why am I feeling like that's impossible? Is it really impossible? or is it just something that I feel isn't possible for me? So it's not necessarily that it's something that's impossible. So I actually looked into that, dissected, and I said, man, Gertrude gets on my nerve because she told me that I had to do it anyway. It was your fault. So I'm like, okay, this is what you're gonna do. And I'm like, man, I ain't gonna do that. I don't know who she thinks she's talking to. She ain't talking to me, gonna tell me what I'm gonna do.
And you do it beautifully. Look at you.
I'm like, this ain't gonna work. She ain't doing this for me. But what I found, or what I thought was impossible, I found it was actually possible.
Yeah.
So I'm grateful that you made me look into that, and you made me say, you know what, it's not, this is something I do on a regular basis anyway.
Yo, I didn't make her. Look at you gonna say like I'm the taskmaster over there. I made her. Yeah, but I see greatness in people. I see that. And you talking about you couldn't do this, couldn't do that. Girl, please.
That ain't something that I can do. But again, that's when you're saying that's that impossible, and it had to turn that thing around, and which is like, it is possible. It's nothing is impossible. It's all things is possible. I'm possible is basically what that boils down to. So it was something that I was able to do, and I was like, God darn that, God dog Gertrude, get dug it.
But it's good. And look at you now.
Thank you, me to shut up.
It's shining. Your brilliance is shining. It took you to another level in your life. It took you there.
Real life. It really did. I like to be behind the scenes.
Pull out greatness in people. I love it. That's what I do.
It's a true statement. And this is living proof. This is living color. Here it is. Y'all see
it. Living color. Yes, I love it. Y'all, let me tell you, this is the highlight of my life. When I could pull greatness out of people, and they have what a 180 or 90 degree. It's 180, right? Complete around or whatever, 360, whatever it is. Their life turns around. I love it. Yeah, because that's our purpose. That's my purpose. Okay, that's my purpose. To see greatness in people where they don't see it in themselves, or see that next level for them. And I know that she could do it because all the components is there. And she's saying, well, I'm shy, I'm in the back, I don't like to be up front, because people make me be up front. And,
why are you telling all my business?
But look at her now.
Why are you telling all my business? Nobody told you to tell that.
But look at you now. You started it, so I just had to end it because you making people think that I'm tired. That's it. Tiffany, you get up here and you do this. I just offered you this, okay? I'm looking for a co-host. Would you like to do this? You said yeah. You did say yes.
I did.
You did.
Oh, I did. You're right. You're right about it. I just knew it was time for me to stop doing it because, again, it's what I do naturally anyway. It's stuff that I did. So it was just one of those little things. It's like, Tiffany, why are you hiding? Why you? This is a song that we sing back in the day at church. Come out of that corner, you can't hide. So it was one of those little things. It's like, come on out. This is what you do anyway. So why not?
So it's what you do anyway. But that's a good thing, and it's a good thing. But let's move to the next one. And when we do something, there's no need to please others. Okay, when we're talking about preparing to reach our goals and different things of that nature, just be you. Be unapologetically you. You'll always hear me say that. Okay. You don't need to apologize. You don't need to please others. Just be diligent. Okay. Be diligent in following your goals. Don't be in competition with no one. You're not competing with anyone because you're on your own time clock. Okay. You're running your own race. But make sure that you're diligent in whatever you do and do it well. Don't be sloppy. Do it with excellence. Okay. Do it with excellence to the best of your abilities. And I promise you, the things that you don't know, they will come to you.
Sure.
Okay? When you're in that proper alignment, Tiffany, they'll come to you. People will come. Resources will come. And you're sitting back and you say, when you're prepared, let me tell you, when you're prepared, things will come to you. As if you're unprepared, it's going to pass you by. Okay. I'm gonna
even say that they'll still come to you. You just can't receive it because these opportunities.
See it.
Yeah. You just can't do it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
But they'll come to you, and then you'll be able to progress on,
Mm-hmm.
but be consistent, be
Yes.
diligent,
Mm-hmm.
be attentive, be active. Everything I'm talking about is, is an active thing. It's a thing that you got to do. Okay. No need to please others.
Yeah.
No need to please others. And like I said, this is a time of your brilliance. Be unapologetically you. Be unique. Embrace your uniqueness. Okay? Don't shy away from it, but embrace that.
Yeah.
Because that's what the world needs. That's what your audience needs. And I'm gonna always say the world. You might say, Gertrude, why you keep saying the world? Because I'm trying to expand your mindset to allow you to see the greatness within you, the greatness in your mind, the greatness in your thoughts, okay? The greatness in your being. Everything is great about you.
Sure. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You got to understand your great. So that look now, there's no need to please others, and then I feel like you just tapped into the next one. You want to talk about that one too?
Oh yeah, receive greatness. Okay, yeah, I did go over that one, huh?
Yeah, I was like, you might as well go
accept
ahead.
your uniqueness. Yeah, take possession of it. Okay, take possession of it. Occupy your space. That's what I'm gonna say about that one, Tiffany. Occupy your space. I'm occupying my space.
That's beautiful. That's a powerful statement right there. Absolutely.
Yeah.
You got to occupy your space. I need to write that down. Hold on. Go for it. Yeah, I need to write that down.
Occupy your space. Girl, occupy it. Every inch, every dimension, everything. Okay? Make it large, okay? Blow it up. Occupy. That shows greatness, Tiffany. That shows greatness.
It does.
Audience, you are great. You're wonderfully made. Okay?
Yeah.
Stop, minimizing yourself. Maximize yourself. And it's not like you have to look for things to maximize yourself. No. Just allow your brilliance, your multifaceted, brilliance just to shine. And begin to, do those things inside of you that you thought that you couldn't do.
That you couldn't, right.
Yeah. There's nothing impossible to you if you only believe. Okay? Create something, but do something. Don't just sit back and wish. Create something. You have to be active. This is talking about active living. Okay? Active living. Just don't exist. Actively live. It's not one day. That one day I'll do this. No, make it today. Okay? And here's another thing with that. Occupy this day. Each day you occupy. And
you're being present. Yeah. That occupying your space, that's blessing my whole life. And even in the process, you talking about occupying your day, that causes you to have to be present there. So when you're occupying some space and you're actually there in that moment, this space that I'm in right now, I am occupying this space. I am ever present in this space, and I need to pay attention to the things that's around me. I need to make sure that I'm cognizant of everything that's going on. I always say it's a beautiful thing to be present. When we're talking here, it makes sense for us to have this conversation, even though we're speaking to others and edifying others, we're still having a dialogue between ourselves. I am very present here. So it doesn't make sense for me just to be a shell of an individual that's here. I'm present in the conversation. We can dialogue, we can go back and forth, and we can enhance one another as we're enhancing others. Why? Because I'm present. I'm occupying this space. I'm actually here paying attention. I am making sure that I'm ever present. That occupying space and occupying this day, that is just, I promise you, it's blessing me.
Hey, I probably have to go back and listen to that too, because that just came up. But that's one thing I'm gonna use on my comments today. Occupying your space. Yeah. Occupying. That's a big word, huh? When you think about it for somebody, that's a big word, y'all.
It really is. I mean, again, even in the process of, because even when you're occupying somewhere, it's a place that you're residing. It's a place of business or somewhere that you're actually in. Or, sometimes our thoughts are preoccupied. Even like I was making reference to us being here. Sometimes I can be here, but my mind is preoccupied with other things that are there. But when you're there and you're present in there, you're paying attention. That means be attentive to what's there, so you're able to receive those opportunities that you may make a reference to, that these opportunities are passing by. If you occupy the space in the moment that you're in and you're present in that, when these opportunities come by, you're able to receive them, because you should have been able to be prepared for that. And that's the case. If we're preparing and we're setting out our goals to do what it is that we're supposed to do, we'll be ever present. We'll be able to receive these great things that are coming to us. And we're also able to not only receive the great things that are coming to us, we'll be able to receive the greatness that is in us, because we've prepared for the day. We've realized who we were. So we're able to receive that. So here it is that we're ever present. We're occupying this space. And so that day that you're talking about, if I'm occupying that day, whoever I come in contact with, I should be prepared for whoever it is that I'm seeing. I should be able to, because I'm here. I'm present. Man, you blessed me with that word. Thank you.
It blessed me with that word. Thank you, God, because, occupy. Yeah, and that brings us what? Prepared to reach our goals when we occupy. Here's the next one. Walk in your power and momentum.
Yeah.
Walk in your power, your capacity, okay? Your capacity. When you know your purpose, you can occupy, okay? When you know your goals, the plans, when you know who you are, your true identity, not who people think that you should be, not who people have called you, and now you answer to that, but that's not really who you are, okay? You're going to walk a certain type of way. But when you know that you know that you know who you are and your purpose, now you can walk in that, okay? Walk in that with all your strength.
Sure.
Walk in that with all your power. Walk in that with momentum. When you walk into a place, okay, there's a presence about you. There's a strong presence about you when you occupy your space. There's a very strong presence. Okay? You can't fake that when you know who you are. Okay? And sometimes when opposition comes, or I won't even say sometimes, anytime opposition comes, okay, there's a thrust, there's a driving force that will move that opposition or disintegrate that opposition. Okay? Or you use that opposition to launch you into the next phase of your journey. But that goes along with, like I said, occupying your space, walking in your power, walking in your momentum, okay? Because you need to have power, you need to have momentum to go through your day, to go through your plans, to go through that journey to reaching your goal. You need to have that. Because otherwise it will just dry up, it will just whittle away, and there won't be any steam there. Okay,
I need steam.
You'll be exhausted anytime you feel exhausted. Anytime there's a struggle, anytime there's anything that a burnout or whatever, always go back to your vision to see if you are in proper alignment, or you have some way, detoured from that, that alignment. Because you remember I told you last week, your vision is your pathway.
Yeah.
Why you keep it always before your eyes? Your vision is your pathway. Yeah, but you got to walk in that power. There's power with this.
Heck yeah, that is.
People will know. Somebody had told me, I think somebody had mentioned to me he had met one of the presidents. Okay, I forgot where it was. I don't remember where it was, but he had met one of the presidents, and he said there was this power in this man. Okay, There was this power. And that meant that this man was occupying his space. Okay? He was walking in his power and momentum. So that's why I brought that, so people could understand what we're talking about when we're talking about occupying your space, walking in your power, walking in your momentum. Because he said, when I walked in, I felt the presence of this man. I forgot who it was, what president it was and everything, but he occupied that position.
Absolutely.
That was his purpose. That was God's plan for his life.
Absolutely.
And that's how we have to be. We have to line up with our purpose. We have to line up with the plan for our lives. And then we'll have the same thing.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think when you're realizing what your power is, it's easy for you to walk in. And like you said, when a guy said that, he met that particular president, the president knew who he was. He embraced who he was. And so when you walk in, and that's not just with the president, you have certain people that know who they are and they're confident. And you be like, who are you? Like, what is different about you? Because they know who they are. They appreciate who they are. And I'm not going to allow anybody to treat me any kind of way. You're going to have to respect me in this particular, because I know who I am. There are people that have the ability to direct or influence the behavior of others and change the course of events for somebody's life. If you run into an individual that's like that, they recognize their power. So they recognize who they are, and they're able to walk in that, and they're having some forward moving momentum because they know who they are. When you realize who you are and you recognize the value that you have, you're not going to allow certain things to happen, or certain things happen because of who you are. I want to always be that individual that's in a power position, not taking advantage of the power. I want to be able to be in that position where I am able to change the trajectory of your life. For you to realize who you are, that's a part of my business, is be you. Process of you being able to see who you are, I'm able to help you become a better individual and recognizing your power so that you'll be able to walk in that, and you will have that forward moving momentum. Man, this is a good stuff that we're talking about here.
It's forward momentum. And the reason why, I use the president, because people will understand that. Because they understand the president, the highest, position in this country and stuff like that. And they'll understand, the power that, he has, and the different things that he's responsible for. And to occupy, feeling that, when he's in the room, occupying his position, there's an energy there. There's an energy there.
Absolutely.
And the same thing, like you said, with us, all of us, when we're walking true to our purpose, occupying that position, being unapologetically us, there's a power there. Okay. And like you say, shifting the trajectory of the mindset, shifting the trajectory of the way people are living, causing a disruption in the normal thinking pattern, where people stop thinking mediocre and begin to maximize their potential. That's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing, And we hope that, what we have shared with you about preparing to reach your goals has really triggered something on the inside of you to help you realize that there's more to you than, what you're thinking about yourself. Okay. We want you to expand your mindset. We want you to go and, write that vision, make it plain, do those goals, those plans, those strategies. Keep it before your eyes each and every day. Just don't think of yourself as insignificant, but think of yourself as somebody who's great. Think of yourself as an atmosphere changer. Think of yourself as changing generations, okay? That's who you are. You were designed with a purpose. And, find your purpose. When you find your purpose, you'll find there's a lot of things, okay, that you could do in order to reach people and better their lives, okay? Because it's not about us. There's a greater plan for our lives than just thinking about us. It's not just me and my four. It's everybody else whose lives that matter. There's no long ranges out here, y'all, okay? There's no long ranges. You got to come out wherever you are. I know Tiffany had mentioned that before, but that song. But I'm you come out wherever you are. There's no time for hiding, okay? This is the wrong time and the wrong season because somewhere we all interconnected. Now we got to find, the right connections. We got to find the people that we could collaborate with that are according to purpose. Everything is by design, okay? Everything is by design. So you have to pay attention. You have to go to the drawing board and you have to pay attention. And I know this might be homework for some of you, but let me tell you, it's worth it. It's worth it. So take time out to sit back and do the things that we have mentioned to you on this broadcast. And we thank you for taking time out of your busy day to be with us here today on Turning Your Passion in the Prophet Morning Show. And we look forward to seeing you the next time. But remember this is your time. This is your season. This is your turning point. Have a great rest of your day.
Grace and peace, everyone. Take care.